The snow glows white on the mountain tonight, not a footprint to be seen. A kingdom of isolation, and it looks like I'm the king. The wind is howling like this swirling storm inside. Couldn't keep it in, heaven knows I've tried. Don't let them in, don't let them see. Be the good girl I've always had to be. Conceal, don't feel, don't let them know. Well, now they know. Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, let it go. Turn away and slam the door. I don't care what you're going to say. Let the storm rage on. The cold never bothered me anyway. It's funny how some distance makes everything seem small, but the fears that once controlled me can't get to me at all. It's time to see what I can do to test their limits and break through. No right, no wrong, no rules for me. I'm free. Let it go, let it
Alla dina femmor.
Finns i sjön.
Guys, I don't speak Swedish. This is...
Why is everyone sending voice files?
Hey guys! Alright, so it's time for the Q&A. I asked you guys on Twitter and YouTube for questions that I should answer in this video. So let's get right into it. I do not have a name says, I really like your accent and I want to know where you are from and how you got that accent. By the way, I am your real biggest fan. Love you, duck. Right, so I am from Sweden, my accent is Swedish and I was born with it. Real Russian wonders, will you play Alone again? And I can tell you that that's a definite yes. I love Alone, but currently there aren't too many like exciting updates. I would say I know there are updates that I'm not doing videos on, but I'm kind of waiting for the new game, the whole revamp and everything, because it's going to be amazing. So I'm trying to keep a bit low-key on the current game, and I'll wait for the next one to come, and then I will make videos on that. It's going to be amazing. Trollalt asks, what's your opinion about the Bloxy Awards? So personally, I love the Bloxies, and it's not for the event itself. I just really like the whole feel of it, you know, this whole event that's just about the Roblox community. There's nothing like crazy like the sponsors or anything. It's just about the Roblox community, the developers, you know, content creators, streamers, and it's such a great focus. It's like a reward show. I think it's a really fun thing, though I am aware of all the sort of cheating, and there's been a lot of like controversy about how the voting and stuff works, and I know there's been a lot of bad stuff that has happened. For example, when the staff members accidentally put Ethan in the streamer category, even though he's not a streamer. You know, there's a bunch of stuff like that that really kind of pushes it down, but I still really like the award itself. It's such a fun thing to watch with friends. I remember in 2015 when I actually won a Bloxy myself. I don't know if I deserved it, but it was still a really fun event. I watched it with Deadbird, my brother. It's a really fun time. And this year we had this whole event about it, so everyone can get free stuff, which I think is great. So on Tuesday, this week, so the 12th of February, we're going to have free items for everyone, so I think that's really cool. So yeah, I like the event, though I'm not too happy about how the voting and all that stuff goes, because it's a bit, you know, weird, and there's a lot of categories that's kind of strange. Like someone stole Asimo's tweet once, and that got nominated. They have fixed that though, but still, that the fact that it happened is kind of off-putting, you know. Are you gonna give me Robux? Yeah.
Kör ni något på det förslaget?
Alright, so here we have the person that asked for Robux, so we are going to try to contact them right now. Let's see, we're gonna have to refresh. Alright, so as you can tell, they have messages off. You can see right here, so we gotta press add friend, and if they accept it right now, I'll be able to contact them and ask if they want the Robux. So I'm just gonna stick around and wait for them to respond. Alright, I'm also gonna respond. Hello, could you accept my friend request on Roblox? I need to message you. There we go. Let's send that and maybe they'll see. Randy Perkins says, "Hey, why are you a duck if you can't quack?" Sorry, I didn't really mean it. Oh, chill there, buddy. That's a bit presumptuous. I am a duck and I can indeed quack. Here we go. Headkip says, "Can you please not answer my question?" And oh no. Leah says, "What is your editing and recording software? Congrats for 40k. Hey, thank you. I use Sony Vegas Pro 14 to edit and I use OBS Studio to record." Neon Gamer wants to know, do you like your fans? Yes. Raven Gaming asks, how did you find Roblox? So I probably have the most boring story behind how I found Roblox ever. I just searched a free online multiplayer game on Google and I just found it and I started playing, and yeah, that's how I found Roblox. EasySin14 asks, what is your favorite event? And I actually have two answers for this. First of all, Egg Hunt 2013 and Halloween 2013, The Witching Hour. Now most of this is because of nostalgia, but I really enjoyed these two events. They were really fun, very unique as well, and I think 2013 was just a great year for events overall. I don't think I finished either one of them 100% because I was kind of small back then, but I really had a fun time, and as a kid it just really stood out to me, and I still have the most fond memories of those events, so those are my favorite events. Rakesh Rai, Junovo Lee, and Duckley Quackly wants to know if I have a girlfriend. Ultra Sappy wants to know, hey, Productive Mr. Duck, do you have a Nintendo Switch and like Nintendo games? Alright, yeah, I do have a Nintendo Switch. I'll put my friend code on screen right now. If you want to add me, feel free to do that. And I love Nintendo games. I mostly like Mario and those kind of games. I really like Super Mario Bros. And I actually bought the new Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. It's really fun. I also like stuff like Zelda Breath of the Wild. I haven't finished it though, but it's really fun. And Mario Odyssey, that was a great game. I haven't really bought too many games for the Switch just yet, but I'll probably buy more as we go, and there's great games coming, so yeah, I do, and yeah, I do. Cheryl Maffey wants to know, who is that duck on top of your head? So the duck on top of my head is my mascot, the duck that's also in my logo, and so on. It doesn't actually have a name yet, so if you guys have a name suggestion, leave it in the description down below, because I have no idea what the name of the little duckling is, so I would love to find out actually. But yeah, it's my cute little mascot. Kabirosha Yumetrui-Imas says, ¿Cuál es tu nombre verdadero? ¿Y cuántos años tienes ya? Responder en español reto. So, I speak a little bit of Spanish. I actually know what this says, but I cannot respond in Spanish, unfortunately. So the first part is asking what is my real name, and the second part is ask how old I am. And they also say, please respond in Spanish, that's a challenge, but my Spanish isn't good enough. But I can tell you this, yo tengo 10 años, 18 is what I'm trying to say. I'm 18 years old. I'm not gonna tell you my real name, unfortunately, but yeah. Sorry I failed your challenge, but thanks for asking the question. A lot of people, including ChevyYT, wanted to know when will you do a face reveal, and I think I've said in a previous Q&A that I was gonna do one eventually. Again, I've not stated when that would be, so it could be any time, and I still feel the same way. I'm not sure when I want to do one. I said I do want to do one, I just don't feel like I'm ready to do one yet, so I hope you can understand that. I just don't feel like it. Eventually, maybe sometime, I don't know, we'll see. Unastic Sisters are wondering, have you ever played Fortnite? And yeah, I have. I've also played it on the channel. I made like 2 videos, I think, and I did a live stream back in season 1 on the channel. If you want to add me on Epic Games or Fortnite, you can add me. My name is Productive Mr. Duck on there. I add everyone, so just send a friend request and I will add you. Yeah, I play Fortnite. Coolyoung wants to know, do you wear glasses? And I don't wear any sort of spectacles glasses. I do wear sunglasses during the summer, stuff like that sometimes, but I don't wear anything to aid my eyes or anything. They are perfectly fine, so I'm very lucky. Hey, So wants to know, why did you steal McLord's meatballs? Okay, listen. It was a life and death situation, okay? I was super hungry. I was home and I didn't have any food. I was starving, you know? You know how you do? You starve. Now I could have gone to the local store, but that's like 30 seconds away. So instead I went to McLord's house, which is just, like a few hours. Not a big deal. And he already cooked his food, so I mean, it was done when I came there. And I know, free food, survival of the fittest, I feel like that's just fine, you know? Dancing Dog wants to know, do you like memes?
What does EYES spell?
Yes.
Adam Ate My Muffin wants to know, why did you mutate into a duck? A lot of bread. Nikola Misurski is wondering, where are you originally from? And I am from Sweden. Billa Plays is asking, when did you start playing Roblox? And I started playing back in 2010 on my Stitz8 account. And then in 2011 I switched over to this account. Coolyoung says, can you do some streams? And I have actually done streams in the past, as some of you might know. I haven't really done any recently. It's been quite a while since the last one, but I do doubt that will be the last one. I will most likely do some in the future. I'm not sure just yet when I want to do a stream. I haven't felt like it recently, so whenever I feel like it, I might do it, and yeah. It's Phillips wants to know, do you like war games? For example, War Thunder. Now, it's not really my cup of tea. I don't dislike war games, but, I don't really play them that much. I don't think I've ever played War Thunder or any game like that, but they seem really interesting. I understand the appeal for those who like those kind of games, but they're not really my cup of tea. Tubtim Music TV asks, why do you name this channel Productive Mr. Duck? And the name is actually from my Roblox. When I signed up for Roblox, I was Stitz8, but then when I changed my account in 2011, I wanted to be named Mr. Duck because of a safe chat message on the old Roblox game. Basically, there was this line that says, the epic duck is coming, and I wanted to name myself after that, so I wanted to be Mr. Duck. Obviously, that was taken because it's such a small, quite good of a name snipe, I would say. So Roblox instead suggested Productive Mr. Duck with a few numbers, and then I just removed the numbers and it went with the name Productive Mr. Duck, which is the same name I wanted to use for this channel since it was mostly Roblox content. I think I put the Twitter comments over here. What the what? What is probably in this room, Yeah. Alright, yeah. There we go. Falcon is wondering what was cool when you were young but isn't cool now. And this is one of those really hard questions that are very hard to actually think of an answer for. Probably stuff like ice cream and candy and all that kind of stuff, because when you were small it's like really exciting. You go to the store with your mother or your dad, with your parents, and you see something like ice cream and then you ask, can I get this please? And they said yes, and you're like, oh, that's so cool, and you're really excited. And then nowadays it's that, oh, maybe I'll take an ice cream, maybe I'll buy something like this, and it's a bit more impulsive now, and it wasn't as exciting as it was back then, I guess. But also stuff like Roblox events, I really, really enjoyed them. But back when I was small, they were such a huge thing to me, when you got free hats and stuff. It's really exciting, and I hope people still relive that now when they're still playing events nowadays. I mostly focus on, of course, what to do because I want to help others. But back then, everything was new. I didn't understand what I was doing, and when I figured it out, it was really exciting. So that was one of those kind of things. I don't think they're cool, but they were even more cooler back then. Iona, the EJTV fan, wants to know, would you rather film an ASMR video or listen to Andrew doing ASMR? Well, joke's on you! I've actually already heard Andrew do ASMR multiple times, so I'm gonna go with that option. And now what says, what do you think the best thing about YouTube is? And that is the fact that I can upload my content to YouTube. I really enjoy it. It's something I absolutely aspire to do for as long as possible, and I just want to keep making content, trying to improve all the time and just make the best I can make. Hopefully you all enjoy my content, because that is what I make it for. Cryptix Triox says, can you do the infinite dab? Polaris YT wants to know, what is your favorite Roblox game that you've ever played? And this is another one of those really hard questions. I have no idea, actually. I think I've said in a previous Q&A that, again, I don't know what my favorite games are even. I play so many different games like Maple City, Jailbreak, Mad City, oh gosh, there's so many. Arsenal. They're all really amazing. There's stuff like Duck Game, Cleaning Simulator. They all have different categories as well, so it's so hard to, pick one. But those that I mentioned previously and a ton more, absolutely fantastic games. Axel is wondering, how long have you begun doing YouTube? Now I have two answers for this. First of all, my very first video on YouTube ever was back in 2011. However, that wasn't anything active or anything. It was just a Talking Tom video or something like that. But on this channel, I have been kind of actively doing YouTube since 2016. At least I made my first public video back then. So yeah, I've been doing it for almost 3 years now, which is really cool. Jackbug says, do you really like duck and would you have a pet duck? So I do. I love ducks. They're amazing, such cute animals. I absolutely love them. But for the pet question, I'm not sure. I've seen people have pet ducks and it's adorable, they're just stepping around on their 2 feet around the house. It's adorable. However, I live in an apartment in a city, so that wouldn't be too fair to the duck. Of course, you would want a pond or at least an outside area that they could walk on, and we only have like concrete and stuff, so it's not too fun for a duck to be here. So I would not personally want a duck pet. If I did live on the country though, I would love to have a duck pet. That would be so much fun. They're absolutely amazing animals. I love them. Topablock says, you better answer this question. Here it goes. Do you use code TopHatBlocks?
Well, Duck, I made it, despite your directions.
Ah, Airan, welcome. I hope you're prepared for an unforgettable luncheon. Boom. Alright, so that marks the end for the 4th Q&A on this channel. It was an absolute blast making this. Hope you enjoyed me singing Let It Go, or a little recreation of steamed hams and all other crazy shenanigans going on in this video. It was so much fun answering all your questions. We had so many. Thank you all so much for sending in your questions. We had over 200 replies on both YouTube and Twitter combined, which meant that unfortunately I couldn't get them all in the video, and I know that really sucks. There are so many good questions that I couldn't get into the video. And I feel really bad for that. So if you have a question that you really want to get the answer on, leave them in the comments down below and I will answer them. Also, if you made it to the end of the video right here, comment like a boss and I will like your comment, But yeah, this was amazing. I want to give a quick shout out to Top Blocks, Hey I'm Somi, and Who is MacLord for helping me record this video, because when I was recording I was using this camera mode right here, as you can see right here, but it doesn't allow you to move your characters. I couldn't move myself when I was recording like this, so I'd have to get their help to do it, and I really appreciate that. Also want to give a shout out to Muffin and Airan for additional voice lines, and of course you guys for your questions, they were awesome. Now still waiting for a reply from the person that wanted Roblox, so I have the card right here. I actually went and bought it and everything, and I'm waiting for them to respond. I'll give them 1 week to respond, and that is JSay 2018 Nelson School. If they don't reply, I will drop the code in another video instead, so any one of you guys can get it. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Leave a like down below if you did, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on post notifications to miss any of my future videos. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye!
Top hat blocks, dead bird, and even Ethan Gamer. That's the homies. When they get together, it's wild. Now watch them take another win. I'm talking Island Royale. Duck, duck, Mr. Duck. Subscribe now.